Assalamu alaikum. My name is Nawal, and I wanted to make this video to talk about my conversion to Islam. When I first started researching Islam, I came onto YouTube and I watched video after video after video of brothers and sisters who converted or reverted to Islam. And Alhamdulillah, that was 1 year ago. 1 year ago, and I felt like it would be fitting for me to come back and tell my story and my walk to Islam. And I just hope that it can be inspirational to somebody out there because I was inspired a year ago by so many people's stories. A little background information about myself. I am American, born and raised in the South from Tennessee. 25 years old. I'll be 26, inshallah, in a few months. And I'm a single mother. Growing up, I was raised in a devout Christian home. I was raised as a Jehovah's Witness. So when I was little, I spent my Saturday mornings knocking on doors, giving people Watchtower and Awake magazines, sharing Bible verses with people. That was my life, basically. My dad was an elder in our local congregation of Jehovah's Witnesses, and he took the role very seriously. We had Bible study in our home, usually 2 evenings every week, and we also went to our local Kingdom Hall at the time twice a week, and a congregational Bible study once a week. And that was what my life revolved around. My life revolved around the Bible. My life revolved around knocking on doors and sharing the Bible with other people. And that was all that I knew. Being raised as a Jehovah's Witness, I didn't really know much about other religions. I didn't know much about other denominations of Christians either. I just didn't know. I hate to call myself ignorant, but I was very ignorant. By the time I hit my teenage years, I really started having issues with some of the things that I was learning. I felt like it wasn't necessarily that I had issues with what I was learning. I felt like the questions that I had were not being answered fully. I had all these questions about life and death. And yes, my parents gave me an answer, but I felt like something was amiss. By the time I hit 16 years old, I completely rebelled against my family, against my religion. And this is not something, that I'm proud of. It was a hard time in my life. I felt like I was searching for something and I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it was. But I just knew that I was tired of, my parents, I loved them to death, but they were very strict. And they tried to limit my associations with people who were not Jehovah's Witnesses. So I would go to school, but I could not hang out with any friends from school afterward. I couldn't do regular things like have sleepovers and go to football games and stuff like that. And I couldn't be a kid. I just could not be a regular American kid because they had me so hemmed in. Well, by the time that I was 16, I rebelled, and I rebelled hard. I started questioning the religion very loudly. My parents suffered a lot of embarrassment around that time. They just kind of wanted me to just hush and be quiet and be good. And I wasn't having it. When I was 17, I got kicked out. I was in my senior year of high school. I had started dating a guy. Well, I had been secretly dating him for a while. Also in the rebellion against my parents, I've been secretly dating him. My senior year, he and I got married. We had a very tumultuous relationship. He was abusive.